It's been another weekend. Here I am again. This weekend hasn't been too exciting. I've been having a little bit more work. The weather's not been very conducive to try to go out and get some great videos or some shots. So I thought this weekend I would show you a little bit around Hermes, let you see what it is, how I've got it set up right now, and what my future plans are for everything with Hermes. What you see now is just the bare bones that I've got set up with him. I've got some storage, I've got the bed, got my cooler. All of this is going to change. Well, some of it's going to change. At least going to get some insulation. We're going to get 12-volt fridge, going to get solar on top. None of that is involved right now. Well, stay tuned and let's take a tour. So as I said previously, Hermes is a 2017 Transit T150. It is the low roof, the smallest wheelbase that you can get out of the Transits, the full-size Transits that is. So this kind of gives you an idea of more of the full around of him, and I'll go in depth on everything to see just what all this stuff that you're seeing is. So everything's stock, nothing's really been changed on the outside of it. The only thing I really changed is I've done some techniques to the windows to try to make it a little bit more secure and more stealth. The bed or camping area of Hermes, I have a twin size bed. It's just a basic memory foam mattress, low end from Amazon I mean. There's some hats, some winter stuff that I have mounted over there on some command strips. As you can see, there is no insulation, nothing done yet. Just a few decorations. Around on this side, I do have some coats hung up. So this box that you see here is the top of it is for storage and some odd and end clothes and everything else. This area here is the entryway, basically. Little rug to try to keep the main carpet clean as I get in and out. I do have some underbed storage. As you can see, I've got two boxes back there now. They're black ones. The other two, well, there's one right back there. You can see it. The other three are inside my hotel room. I've been cooking and actually using them, so that's been helpful with everything. I do have a little bit of a space in between the driver's seat and the bed. I just have camp chair and a scooter there. Here on the passenger seat, I've got an organizer from Duluth Trading Company. Nice little place to keep the bear spray, the extra map. Oh, one thing I do like, my salsa is always at the ready. There, this time of year, some hot hands. Baby wipes in case I need to blow my nose or clean anything. Good thing there. So my Yeti cooler, it is a 45. Don't really keep a whole lot in here. Let's see. There we go. Right now, I'm just letting the natural temperature keep everything nice and cold. I am taking the water bottles and freezing them from time to time just to keep some ice in there. And again, there's the bed. Now, this portion here, to get to the storage underneath, this actually lifts, so I can pick the bed up, lift it, get inside, move the storage cabinets in and out. Here you have the cab, cockpit, whatever you want to call it, of Hermes. It's just basic, standard, run-of-the-mill. I have the basic standard radio that comes in it. I have a little medical ID tag there. In case something happens, it's always there. Little diffuser. Got my snow boots down there. Now this little mechanism here, this is called an auto exec desk. It's a desk for the van or your vehicle. It's got a little place to put my pins. This piece here slides out, gives me a little writing board. I've got a little bit of storage underneath it there, as you can see. As you can see, I do have the reflective vest, make me look a little bit more official. Over here, I just have a normal seat cover, a little bit more heavy-duty canvas. Then I have the purple seat cushion. This helps to bum out sitting on long drives. And a couple weeks ago, I found Let's see if it'll focus in. This nice little coin, it's not wanting to focus. So I made it into a little decoration that I hang from the mirror. There's my dash cam right there. A little traveling notes kind of thing on the pieces. I can get a better shot of that in a little bit. But overall, it's just the basic interior. I don't use the front. Oh yeah, salty floor. I gotta wash that out. That's what happens when you're in the north. All the salt. But the interior front is all basic and normal. I haven't really added anything to it. Kept it stock as it is. Here we are to the back of Hermes, the garage area as people put it. All this that you see down here is all my work equipment. My lighting, my backdrop, my box for all my cords and cables. Under there's the camera bag, a computer bag, extra file cabinets for storage. These are the jackets that the students use that need to borrow. Back over this side of it, I have my little foldable hand truck. I do have some recovery tracks that I can throw underneath in case Hermes gets stuck. Yep, it's happened twice already in the snow and having the stock tires. Again, you can sort of see through to the rest of Hermes. There's my jackets and stuff again. Nothing's really, all this summer is when everything's going to get put in and straightened out. Now, these little guys, I made these. These are my curtains. So, if you look, the shape of the window here, I have these set up. Is that the right one? Yes, it's the right one. So they just magnetic in. There is a layer of reflectix inside of it, and it's just sandwiched in. Got the fabric over it, did a hem line of liquid hem, and they're not the best. Backside is just black, so you really don't see anything from the outside. This is just something quick and simple that I did so I can have some privacy when I do sleep in it. Now I do have them for both sides, I just don't have that one in. They were not easy to make, I'm going to tell you that right now. They were a pain. If you've got a machine and all the know-how, you can do it very easily, I'm sure. Well, that's sort of the basic tour of Hermes of what I've done so far. Now I'm going to touch base with you on a few things that I did add on as extra options that I wanted for Hermes. Now my prior vehicle was an F-150 and I got very used to having a combination lock on the outside just in case I locked my keys inside or I didn't want to take my keys for whatever reason. So I did get a wireless one. I didn't want to put it in the obvious place, so I did hide it a little bit. So let's see how I hid it. So if you look, you don't see a keypad anywhere out here. Now if you come around here to the side, it is hidden right here. So you really don't see it unless you're looking for it. So it's sort of stealth, incognito way of having my combination keypad. So only I and now the rest of you guys know where it is. Now the other thing I did do is I wanted the van to be a little bit harder to see into as I'm parked in, sorry, that was a really bad close-up. So as I'm parked in places, I wanted it more harder to see into, that I actually had it set up as a camper or anything else. So I took the perforated vinyl, had it installed and cut perfect for the windows, and I did it for all, both back windows and the side slide. So this is what they look like. So as you can see, it's really difficult to try to see into Hermes. Now if you get up close, you really try to get through there, you can start to see, you can actually see in. But as you're just walking by, you're not really going to pay attention that there's windows there. Now the slide door has it as well. You can see it here. Let's close it so you can see. So that just looks like a solid door. Not really glass there. Well, you can see a little bit. But at nighttime, this thing keeps it nice and shaded where you can't see it. Now, does that obstruct my view? I would say not. I can see right back out of them, not a problem. Now when it rains, water does collect inside the little areas here, so it does make it a little harder to see through when it's raining. Also, we all gather trash. These nice little hanging trash bags are great. You just open the bottom of them, shake out your trash. There's the front floorboard, passenger side. I do carry 3 gallons of water with me at all times, just so I can drink. There's a little bit more of the executive desk. It's held in by seat belt, as you can see. Pan across the dash again. There's the driver's seat, the purple company seat cushion. That thing's a lifesaver. These seats are not very comfortable in long hours of driving down the road. So that's basically the tour of Hermes. Now the other thing that I did add the other day, I have magnetic signs that I can put on side of Hermes for when I'm on a college campus or other locations. And in the past I just stuck them underneath the toolbox or something, so they were magnetic, they stuck. I was having problems trying to find exactly where in Hermes to put them. So I came up with the idea. I took a dry erase marker board that's metal, trimmed it down a little bit, double-sided tape, and stuck it here on the back of the door. So that way I can take my magnetic stickers, just stick them there, and they're always there when I'm taking everything out. And they don't get damaged or anything, and they lay flat at all times. So, there's Hermes. What do you think? Is it impressive? Probably not yet, but after this summer when I do the full van build, it'll get a lot more impressive, trust me. So I showed you a while ago where I had storage at underneath the bed. So now I've got the boxes back in here, and I wanted to give you an idea just what exactly I keep in those boxes and how they go back and forth under the bed when I need them. So here's 3 of the boxes that I had out in the hotel room. As you can see in this one, I simply just have frying pan, some silverware, and some odd and end storage inside it. This one here, I keep my Instant Pot, my butane stove, the extra fuel, some odd and ends. Then I have one that's dedicated to simply just food items. So it's packed full of all kind of things that I have for whenever I need food. So to get them in and out, let me close this one up for you. So I lift the bed up here, pull this flap up. That allows me to get this underneath into those little slots. So I simply just slide it under. And then the same for this one over here. Let me lock it in. I just line it up into those little slots that you see cut out of the 2x4. And I just push it in. It goes like that, and when I get them in, I lift the bed up, and the flap comes down that keeps them in nice and secure. So here's a quick preview or an idea of what I do for work. So as I travel the country, I am a photographer working with student union groups all across the country at different colleges. Right now I'm set up in a really nice college. Since I'm not in a private location, I am going to show you a quick tour of what my setup looks. Now I set this thing up 3, sometimes 4 times a day. Set it up, break it down, and then load on to my next location. So let's see here. We have my camera over there, the lights, mirror so you can see yourself. This is an instant preview screen so you can see what you look like after I took the picture. We have the sign-in computer where you'll see it, and then hang on, my finger ain't moving right. That's where you'll relog it. The stool, the background. So basically just think of yearbook photos when you would go in high school and how they would set up. So there's the lights. There's the camera behind me, an instant preview screen, and yeah, I ain't got much of that. That's the setup that I do multiple times a day that has me traveling for work. Hope you liked it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the tour of Hermes and got to see a part of actually how I do my work setup at my mobile studio that I set up multiple times a day, every day throughout the week as I travel. Again, this is Johnny. That's Hermes. See you next weekend.